Good morning and welcome to the Better Thyself segment of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. What is a human being? A human being has to be a perfectionist. And who is a perfectionist? An artist. He is always in the quest, in the search for reaching the acme of perfection. And unfortunately, in this life, we attach the word artist only to painters, writers, embroiderers. The works of art are essentially confined to the plastic arts. But that's not the way it should be. When I say you should be an artist, I mean you should be the acme of your profession wherever you are. If you are a cook, be such a great cook that the people marvel at you, because then you are an artist. Be an artist cook. If you are a washerman or a washerwoman, be a perfect one at that. If you are a car cleaner, be a perfectionist in that. So what is an artist? To me, art is a conscious activity of creating something that expresses you, that expresses your power, that expresses your ideas or your own ideals. Is everyone an artist? No. Everyone is not an artist. But everyone can become an artist if you so desire. It's an inner urging that makes you either a mediocre or the best. And this search for perfection is a search of an artist. So that's why I say be an artist. When you start to say something consciously, when you want to say something cogently, logically, reasonably, apply your effort in self-expression, then you are an artist. So apply your effort in your self-expression, and your expression can be found in every way where you work. As I said, right from being a busboy in a restaurant to the top echelon in your organization, you can give expression to your idea, your self-expression. If you have something to say, something to shed light on, something to reveal, something to proclaim, then you're an artist. After what's an artist? He expresses his thoughts, his feelings, his emotions. And you partake of those feelings, emotions, thoughts, assimilate them with your own experience, and you become an artist. Then the question arises, why be an artist? To me, art is the ultimate end in life. What this means is that once you have obtained all the basic necessities of life, the best of our human metabolism is to express ourselves through art. And that's why I'm saying be an artist. You have to express your human metabolism through whatever you do. If you are a scientist or an administrator, you are a researcher or you are an educationist, you are a player or an armed forces officer, a uniformed officer, a police officer, you are a chauffeur, a car driver, a bus driver, or you are a conductor in Vienna Symphony. You are a dancer or an actor. You are a buffoon, a jester, a clown. Whatever you are, if you can express your ideas, if you can shed light on your thoughts, then you are an artist. And all art is legitimate. When you express it, it gets legitimacy simply because it's a form of self-expression. And then the question arises, is one form of art better than the other? No. Every art is great because every art aims at self-expression, the expression of your ideas and ideals. So then how can one art be great and one not be? Our misfortune is, now imagine, I'll just give you prosaic example of two. A painter we call an artist. Why don't we call a good photographer and an artist? I have met photographers, I've seen their photographs. In the black and white or in color photography, they are able to create such a nuance of beauty, such an expression, such a thought-provoking, mind-boggling image that imagination staggers. It's as legitimate an art as poetry is, as painting is, as legitimate as dancing is. Theater is as legitimate as rapping is. A good rapper, or a good singer, or a good actor. All are expressing themselves. So don't worry about the legitimacy of your artwork. You provide legitimacy to your artwork, nobody else does. So, in case you are able to express yourself through any medium, or at any forum, or at any forum, and that would create an aura of authenticity, of truth, of honesty. As long as you like what you're doing, it's good art. So first we have got to forget that art is not only the plastic art. Art is whatever you do. You are looking at a rose flower. You are an artist because you are formulating in your mind the softness and the contours of the petals of that rose or of any other flower. You are looking at the waves and the undulating form of waves as they come and go, the ebb and flow. Creates in you a symphony, and if you can describe it in any way, or even enjoy it yourself, you are an artist. Normally, you don't consider yourself an artist when you lack courage and self-confidence. So when I say be an artist, I'm essentially saying develop self-confidence. Develop the courage of your convictions. Whatever you say, whatever you do, howsoever you express, has to have a stamp of authenticity. And that authenticity comes from your confidence. An artist is really as good as the artwork is. And that artwork is how much confidence you have in yourself. How much faith and belief you have in your own creation. Now, creation can be writing a letter. It's as simple as that. That's what I'm saying. A clerk in an office can be an artist in his own way. Because he is doing something creative. Any creativity. If you're writing a form letter, that's not creativity. But the same form letter can be written in a manner to become a work of art. When great copy is written, when David Ogilvy wrote that copy, which became famous, they were work of art. When he said that in a Rolls Royce, an electric clock is the only sound you hear when the car is being driven. That was a masterpiece of conciseness and brevity, expressing a lot. And that becomes an art. So the main thing is that if you want to be artist, that means confidence, and don't be humble about that. I've seen people being humble, and that's being deceptive. It's better to be seen as arrogant, self-centered, and even as an asshole rather than being quiet and meek. The capability of having confidence in yourself does imply that you are conscious of yourself, conscious of your capabilities. And if you're conscious of your capabilities, why be humble about that? All the great artists in the history, all the creators have been considered to be overconfident. And this word overconfidence or arrogant is a word used by those people who have low self-esteem. When somebody calls me egoist or arrogant, proud, I know that he is suffering from inferiority complex. He has low self-esteem. He cannot consider himself as power because as human beings we are the same. It is the only difference is the application of our capability. And possibly I have applied my capabilities in a much better way. And that makes him feel ashamed. And to cover that shame of failure, he calls me an egoist, an arrogant, a proud, a conceited person, and what not. The day you shed this camouflage of being humble, you will be taking the first step towards creativity and towards being an artist. Your life is an art. Living is an art. Weeping is an art. Smiling is an art. Each step you take from morning till the time you go to bed, and even when you go to bed, is an act of art. Because everything that you do expresses you. And that self-expression, as I said earlier, is art. So how do you become an artist? I'll give you some ideas about it. Very simple, which all of you have, but only you have not thought about them. And the best thing is start developing a confidence. Think of what yourself to be a human being. And human beings are supposed to be the best of the creation of the world. So why do you worry? When you're judging your work, ask yourself in mind, do I think this is beautiful? Do I think it's exceptional? If it's not exceptional, improve it. And then allow yourself to be ridiculous. Don't be afraid of appearing ridiculous. Live a strange lifestyle. Live a different lifestyle. Be different. Because if you're considered to be an artist, then you're allowed to do strange things. So, call everything that you do your artwork. As I said, if you're cooking, call your dish an art, work of art. And then you will enjoy it more. When people ask what you do, say you are an artist, you are a visual artist, you are a writing artist, you are a teaching artist, whatever you do, add the word artist to that. Refuse to be let others put you in a box. The biggest problem is that we permit others to pigeonhole us. We permit others to put us in boxes. Refuse to do that. Keep making yourself. Keep defining yourself. Keep refining yourself. This process of defining yourself and refining yourself is a human aspect, is what makes you a human being, a homo sapien, an authentic person. Don't worry what others call. Don't worry how others judge you. You be your own judge. Keep making. Keep getting lost in the work that you do. Let the creative flow overtake you. This is a Zen the bliss of eternal creation. And you, as a part of the eternal creation, if you don't play your part, then you are a stumbling block. You are an obstacle. You are an obstruction. Don't be that. Come on, be an artist, and you will be better human being, better representative of the creation. Thank you.